Hi, and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. KSP is a highly realistic spaceflight sim where anything and everything will go wrong. It's about conquering the solar system by launching these dumb green nuggets called Kerbals into space. Don't worry though, they hopefully don't feel the pain of smashing into the ground at Mach 2. This game isn't like other brain rot games as it fully activates your monkey brain. KSP was created officially on the 24th of June 2011 by a smaller game studio called Squad, and was published by Private Division, who was a published label of Take-Two Interactive, who also own the labels Rockstar Games and 2K Interactive, who made the NBA and GTA games. So the Kerbals in their spare time probably sell drugs and play for the Lakers.
Psych! Y'all know what today is. Today is Taco Tuesday!
The objective of the game is to manage a space program where nerdy loser stuff like safety and survivability take a backseat to researching for science and getting that bread. There are two DLCs for KSP, Breaking Ground and Making History. Breaking Ground has 52 new parts, including robotic parts and science equipment. It also added surface features like craters and meteors and added functionality to rovers. The Making History DLC adds 69 new parts that are inspired from the 1969 space race and Apollo 11 mission. It includes a mission builder for other players to play too. They both include a bunch of different suits for the Kerbals to wear too. The game is single player, but there is rumour of a space race multiplayer mode for KSP 2. Your goal is to explore the entire solar system, where you can land and collect samples, make satellites, space stations, and even more. The possibilities are endless. I even made a car with a jet engine strapped to it. Very safe. There are many environments in the game, as it's set in a Kerbal version of our own solar system and are fully explorable and physical places. These planets are Moho, Eve, Kerbin, Duna, Drez, Jewel, and Elu. There are moons, but there's too many to list quickly. All of these planets and moons have their own biomes, and traversing these biomes you can find landmarks and places to collect samples of the surface and experiments to perform. You can even put down a flag and put down a message for future Kerbals. There are 3 modes and 4 difficulties. The modes are Sandbox, Science, and Career. Sandbox gives you 0 limits, with all parts unlocked and infinite money. Science still gives you endless money, but you have to research parts and the skill tree. And in Career, you have limited money and need to research parts. The difficulties are easy, medium, hard, and custom. These difficulties modify things like if you're allowed to revert flights if disaster strikes, or things like how long your craft can burn in the atmosphere before turning into a hot pocket. The graphics in the game are well made. They aren't meant to be hyper-realistic, but they still capture the atmosphere of space exploration. Mountains and seas are easily shown and can be seen from space, but the game doesn't have a single tree on any planet, although this can be fixed with mods. The night sky outside the atmosphere looks good, and the semi-cartoon graphics is a nice style. KSP's soundtrack is classic. The specific songs that play when you're building your spacecraft are widely recognised and are used a lot in YouTube videos and other media. The music changes dynamically on what's happening in the game. The music gets more dramatic when you leave the atmosphere into the grey vacuum of space. Overall, KSP is an extremely fun game. It is a game that makes you think and use your brain instead of losing your mind on a game like Rainbow Six. The game has bridged the near impossible gap of boring science to extreme fun. The Kerbal's design drags you in and subconsciously teaches real-world rocketry and physics. It's a masterpiece of education and entertainment. This game is a classic and I very much enjoyed it, and I recommend to anyone that enjoys space and rocket science. Overall, I give Kerbal Space Program a 9.5 out of 10.